shit. It's discounted bliss. Missed me. Yeah. Get down here and face me. Get your eye, sucker. Ah. Birds are still there. Still fighting. Now what? Oh shit. Oh fuck. Almost fucked up. Alright. Get it in your face. Or as Vash would say, kisses to the mouth. Namely my sword. Fuck. See, nerd. You are dead. Damn, you got murked. Yeah, a very underwhelming easy boss fight. Wow. Very anticlimactic.
We did it. I did it.
Well, yeah, he did, actually. Discount Facebook. Hashtag demons we have awoken. Discount Detroit become human. Fucking see time? Shit. Shame we don't really get, like, skill multipliers for, like, items used and shit. Is there any point? Let's see. You know what, I don't think there is. I think what I will do is probably as well use everything now.
Limbo has collapsed into the real world. What was once hidden is now laid bare for all to see. revolution is in the air.
Huh.
I never believed I'd live to see this day.
It's the beginning of the end for the demons. Mankind would be free.
Yes. Free from the demons. The path is clear for us to rule.
No.
What did you just say?
Saw that coming
It's
a
clear for us to rule.
saw that coming a mile off. I already knew Virgil was the bad guy, see?
Everything.
Virgil.
You mean like Mundus?
No. No. We'll be nothing like Mundus. We'll respect our subjects, not enslave them.
Subjects.
He means you. He means humans.
I thought we were fighting for freedom.
It was his freedom we were fighting for, not yours.
Don't be so simplistic. Humans are frail. They're like children. They need protection. Not just from others, but from themselves. We, you and I, have saved them.
You and I saved them?
Who else?
A human.
Cat was useful, but
Useful.
Cat saved my life. Cat held out under torture to keep your existence a secret. Cat led us through the tower to Mundus's lair. We would have failed 20 times over if it weren't for her.
listen. If you can't see the chaos that humans will cause, if you don't want the responsibility of protecting them, then stand aside. I'll rule alone.
I didn't help you destroy Mundus so that you could take his place. I can't let you do this, Virgil.
I can't let you stop me, brother. Stand aside.
Don't do this.
I'm just gonna say it again, he looks so fucking stupid. He looks so stupid. My god. So dumb. He looks so stupid. That is just not Virgil to me. It's just not. It's amazing, isn't it? Everyone had gripes with the Dante design. I think Virgil's worse. Because it's nothing like it. Okay, Dante's not anything like Dante either, but I'm just a Virgil fan. It's really because at least I get the Dante design because it was a reboot. But what's Virgil still doing with his white hair? It makes no sense. Now, let's see if this is easy as I remember it. Shit. Yeah, he's going down way too easy. Oh shit. Sorry, Virgil, you're not as cool as you were at DSC 5, sorry. Shit. Yeah, he's going down like a chump, dude.
Sorry, brother.
Don't be.
Even when he talks, he just doesn't have that Virgil coolness about him. Shit. Get stabbed. This is for just looking like a complete fucking chump. I shouldn't blame him. I'm not doing that. Looks cooler in DMC5. Yeah, he's going down like a chump, dude. Just calling all his coolness. Shit. Funny thing is, I mean, if it, like, everything he does is just not cool. So easy.
It's not too late.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it looks so stupid. I'm sorry, I just can't get over it. I know I should. Discount open. Oh god. What the? Oh, come on. Fuck. What am I doing? Am I getting blue orbs from this guy or what? Shit. Oh shit. The fuck? See, I was just like so bamboozled how he wasn't actually dead, but I didn't know they were actually like, I didn't get the whole they were demons thing at the time. Damn, brutal.
Dante, don't kill him. Please.
Yeah, it won't make you any better than him if you do.
I am begging you. Please stop. For me.
I was like, no, we should be dead already.
The world is under my protection now.
You've chosen the wrong side. You're not human, Dante. You never will be.
so stupid.
I loved you.
I'm sorry. he just looks so stupid. It's not my Virgil, dude. I know people have a problem with Dante.
I don't know who I am.
And I get it. And I'm not saying I don't have a complete problem with this design, but I don't mind it as much as Virgil's. I'm probably a bit biased when I do say that, but it's the truth. Virgil's is the one I hate the most. Because he's just stupid. Especially, and yeah, especially considering DMC5 is like, yeah. But, honestly, I still stand by what I've said. I don't... Hang on. Let's turn this down. Let's talk a little bit. I still stand by what I said. I still believe that in a gameplay sense, this isn't awful. Oh my god, that had just made it look even more stupid. But I still stand by that. I still think this game, in a gameplay sense, isn't so bad. I think a lot of it does. It does have the core essence of a DMC game. To be fair, I think the gameplay does feel a bit stiff, and a bit, you know, the free flowing isn't as good as say DMC4. DMC4 had, like, the combat felt free flowing even with Dante. It doesn't feel like that in this game. It feels a bit stiff. And yes, you could say it came out in 2013, but Devil May Cry 4 came out in 2008, and that felt better than this did. So, it's a bit... Oh, this music is shit. Yeah. I still think, in a gameplay sense, it's fine. As a hack and slash game, if this was anything else, if this wasn't Devil May Cry 4... Devil May Cry 4. If this wasn't a Devil May Cry game, and it was just like a kind of hack and slash game, like a Ninja, well, not a Ninja Gaiden, but if you know, if it was just another hack and slash game that was renamed something else, it wouldn't be so bad. It would actually make people think that, oh gee, this has a lot of Devil May Cry to it. Even though the gameplay does feel a bit stiff, it does feel like a Devil May Cry game in a way. But because it was Devil May Cry 5, and it just featured such of the most fucking cheesy writing, and Dante just not being Dante, and Virgil not being Virgil at all in who they are, and, you know, it's like, I think a GameSpin video said, he lacks, like, everything that made Dante great, and that's why people hate him, because he doesn't feel like Dante, and I get that. I totally get it. But I feel that as a game, this game wouldn't have been so bad if it had called anything else. If it had been called anything else, it wouldn't be nowhere near as bad, I don't think. I think people would have said, oh, it's a good game, the writing's really cheesy. Oh my god, this music is so bad. I mean, I guess the music to some degree is a Devil May Cry game. It's the rock, you know, the what are they called? You know, that kind of rock. So I guess that is fair enough. They do have that, but I don't know, man. I mean, I still stand by it. I still think this game, in a gameplay sense, is a okay game. You know, it's not bad. If not a little stiff, the gameplay is fine. But as a Devil May Cry game, it is just... It's not terrible, but it's just missing that Devil May Cry about it, isn't it? I do have to agree, and I agreed in the first place. You know, I agreed when I first played it. I said, well, you know, I don't have a lot of experience with it, but I do know that Dante was a cultural character, and I did know some of it about him, but I think I gave it a bit more of a, you know, it was okay, because at the time, I didn't I didn't really know the series at that time. Now that I've played everything, I realize how not awful, but how just weird it is. Don't get me wrong, guys. I know I shit on Virgil's design a lot. I think there's two things here. The problem that I have with Dante is what everybody else has with Dante. I think his design is absolutely fine. I think his design isn't that bad. It's compared to Devil May Cry 5 and probably everything else, like, yeah, it's obviously not that great. But it's not the worst. I think the worst thing about this reboot Dante is his dialogue. His dialogue is awful. His dialogue does not resemble Dante whatsoever. He like I said, he's a swear box. He basically, every 90% of his dialogue is a swear word. And it's just to make him look like this edgy guy, and Dante's not edgy. You know, it's almost like what they did with Shadow the Hedgehog. It literally is the same thing what Sega did with Shadow the Hedgehog. That's what this game reminds me of. It reminds me of the shit that was Shadow the Hedgehog to make him sound edgy and give him swearing and shit. It's the same damn thing that this game is. It's an attempt to make Dante edgy and fucking just, yeah, his dialogue is the worst thing about him. His design is not awful. It's not Dante, but it's not completely awful. Virgil, on the other hand, I just absolutely hate. I just absolutely hate him. He looks like a dumbass. This game, I'm so fucking happy that Devil May Cry 5 came out. And you know why? Because this game, now that I've played the series, I can agree with people that say this killed all the coolness of Virgil and Dante. It absolutely did. Virgil's design is stupid. Dante's dialogue is stupid, and it's just, oh my god. But from a gameplay I still stand by this. From a gameplay standpoint, it's not bad. But the worst thing is that they put this as a Devil May Cry game. That's the crime. That is the crime of this game. It's not the fact that it's a bad game. It's the fact that they call this a Devil May Cry game, made Dante and Virgil look absolutely stupid, and just, I guess this, well, we don't even have to talk about the story anymore, because the reboot idea is thrown out, and I'm fucking glad it is. But I don't hate the game. I still don't hate the game. I think the gameplay is clunky, and stiff, and weird, considering, you know, Devil May Cry 4 came out in 2008. It is kind of weird like that, and there are like the removal of blue orbs, and it's like, oh my god, dude, this game's worst crime is a Devil May Cry game. That's it. And it's literally it. I mean, the music isn't atrociously bad, but the music in Devil May Cry 5 just wipes the floor. Every game in the apart from DMC 2, apart from Devil May Cry 2, the rest of the series wipes the floor with this game. Now that I've played it, I agree. It's a cop-out, but I absolutely agree, having played it a second time. But I don't hate the game. I think the game, like I said, from a gameplay standpoint, is fine. If not a little stiff, and not a little clunky in places, and a bit weird in how you have to do things, and, you know, all that weird stuff. But it's okay. But the problem is it's a Devil May Cry game, and that's the biggest crime in all this. Dante's too edgy. Virgil is just plain stupid, and who cares? Who cares? Because she turns into an inconsequential character that means nothing to the story because they threw the reboot idea out, and thank God they did. Because if they didn't, if Devil May Cry 5 hadn't come out, can you imagine if this was the last ever Devil May Cry game because it was so negatively received that they never made another one again? Dante and Virgil would have been killed in the worst possible way. The Devil May Cry series, I am so fucking glad Capcom came out with Devil May Cry 5. I'm so glad that's out. Because it redeemed the series after this shit. And I don't mean to say the game is shit. You know, I still stand by that. The game isn't bad. But it's a Devil May Cry game, and that's what's bad about it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now that I've played the rest of the series, I get it. And I always did get it, but I get it even more now. Every time I look at Virgil, I just look on in disgust. He looks so fucking stupid. And like I said, the Dante design I don't mind so much, but the attempt to make him edgy and all that crap, and his dialogue, he's not Dante. I get it, you know. I know, like I said, I know I shit on Virgil a lot, but it doesn't mean Dante gets a free pass. He's not Dante. He's not. I know now because I've played the series. He's not Dante at all. He's an edgy kid. He is an edgy kid that swears just for the sake of saying swear words to make him look like an edgy person. You know, it's just, thank God DMC5 came out. Thank God. Because if the Devil May Cry series ended, even if it ended or continued down this road, it would have been absolutely destroyed. If there was another game in this reboot series, please no. Just please no. Don't just do what I think you've done and throw this reboot idea out. Throw it out. Never speak of it again. We'll give you the benefit of the doubt because Devil May Cry 5 was so fucking awesome. But my God. And Virgil just he goes down like a fucking chump in this game. And because Devil May Cry 5's boss fight with Virgil was so fucking cool, it makes me fucking angry that he's that easy. I'm sorry. But I don't hate the game. I don't hate the game. Like I said, I think as a game, it's okay. You know, it's nothing special. But if this had been anything other than a Devil May Cry game, it still would have been a mediocre game. It would have been said like, oh, it borrows a lot of stuff from Devil May Cry, and the main character is a fucking edgy edgelord, and the fucking brother of his is stupid looking. He's dumb. He's made to look like a chump in the final boss fight. Cat is inconsequential, but no one cares about. But if this had been any other game, it would have been mediocre, but at least it wouldn't have just completely looked like it killed a series. That's the thing. This isn't a bad game. But as a Devil May Cry game, it's awful. It's an awful Devil May Cry game because everything is just so fucking wrong with it. But I still think it's better than DMC 2. I think it is, because at least what annoyed me about DMC 2 was the gameplay. The gameplay was such a step back in Devil May Cry 2. That was what killed it. At least this game in a gameplay sense is slightly better. Is slightly better with more moves, and even though the control scheme can be a bit weird at times, you gotta hold R1 and shit. Anyway, brand new remixed enemy setup and behaviors. Try this new difficulty level next. White-haired Dante, access costume, yeah, so you under that. Enemies must take damage at S rank or above and can be toggled over any difficulty via the mission screen. That's a weird one. I will say this right now, thank God they didn't design to reboot Neuro as well, because that would have pissed me off. If Neuro had been rebooted, don't get me wrong, in 2015 when I first played this, I would have had no idea who Neuro was. But I tell you what, if he had been in this reboot shit, and they rebooted Neuro, and I then played Devil May Cry 4 and known how awesome he was, that would have pissed me off, and I would have never even touched this game again, because I love Neuro so much. Let's forget this thing ever happened, and let's hope that this never gets explored again. Alright guys, so that's it for the playthrough of Devil May Cry 2013. Definitely, just no. Anyway, that's it for this playthrough. I'll see you in the next game. Mr. McChaos signing off. You guys know what to do. Follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you next time. Peace out, and stay awesome.